Hi everyone, it's Sarah Fleming from Prepare to Die Papercrafts, and we're going to do a little live crafting today. We're going to make this card together. Ooh, oh, well, I dropped it. So much for that. Okay, so we're going to make this card today. Pretty, look at all that gold in there. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do, and I have some stuff to show you from stuff I made this week and over the weekend, because we were stuck here all weekend because there was a tropical storm on top of us. I'm not in Houston. We're praying for everyone in Houston, but we're safe. We just got a lot of rain and a lot of wind. And I think we're supposed to get a little more rain later, but right now it's actually not raining for the first time since about Friday night. Friday night was when it started. So we were stuck inside all weekend, and so I got to do quite a bit of crafting. I'll show you what I made. I made this for the Global Design Project Challenge. It was a color challenge that used Night of Navy, Bermuda Bay, and Flirty Flamingo. And then probably can't see this, but I used the embossing paste to put snow on these trees and snow on the ground. And then I put glitter on top of them because I like glitter. I like shiny things. That's what I like. So, and then this is the new champagne foil behind here. And these are the card front builder dies that you can actually buy now. And the little trees and the deer come from the same dies. You can get them in a bundle with the Carols of Christmas stamp set, this one, for 10% off. So it's a great deal. It's a great bundle. The stamps are great. The dies are great. So let's see. I made this one for the Ink and Inspiration blog hop. This uses, well, you can't really see it with the light the way it is. Maybe now. This uses the 5 for all stamp set. It was the first time I finally got around to using it. You're not old, you're 25 plus shipping and handling is what that says. I know, I'm going to try this again. I know I am backwards, forwards. Let's see if I can. Nope, I still do not have the option to switch my words around because I am not on iPhone. I am on an Android. I will not be getting an iPhone. My husband likes them, but I don't find them to be intuitive. So okay, let me close all those little filters. But no, I can't reverse it. Not until they make that update to Androids. Unless I'm missing something. If you know of something I can do to reverse the words on an Android phone, please do share it with me. I keep getting comments. Apparently this is a big problem for people, so I keep getting comments about it. But I can't do anything about it. So, sorry. I made this using the Christmas sweaters stamp set, and I really wanted to make sure that these were ugly Christmas sweaters, so I tried to make them ugly, and I think I did a good job of making them ugly. So, and then I put the little cable knit embossing with the lemon lime twist, and then deck the halls with Christmas sweaters. So it's a cute stamp set. Oh, hi Ashley. Nice to see you. It's my cousin. Yeah, so that's the Christmas sweaters, ugly Christmas sweaters. I think it's just called Christmas sweaters. It's not called ugly Christmas sweaters. Okay, this is, I made this using the musical season bundle. I'll show you these stamps. So these are the stamps, and then there are matching dies. I'll show you the dies. Okay, so these are the dies, and I used the French horn die, and after I used the French horn die to cut out the French horn, which is my favorite brass instrument, I embossed silver. So I cut it with silver foil, and then I embossed silver for that scroll work stamp. So there's this little stamp up here that does scroll work, and so I embossed that across to make it a fancy French horn. Then I white embossed this, and you probably can't see in the background, but I've stamped the olive branches just in the same color in Berry Burst. This little olive branch stamp, I've stamped that in the background. So that'll be on the blog sometime soon. What else did I make? Oh, this was for the Aim for Alaska blog hop. I made this little gift set yesterday. So here's the card. It uses, actually it uses this, one of the stamp sets we're using today, the Tags and Trimmings stamp set. It uses the whole bundle. This is the one that makes the big stocking. This set of dies and stamps. So, but yeah, there's this little stitched star in there that's so cute. There's also a stitched heart, but I really like that stitched star. This is using the champagne foil, and the paper back here is the Merry Little Christmas. I got the glitter enamel dots on here. This is the vintage crochet trim. So lots of fun. And then the inside I had lots of fun with. Okay. So there's that one. And then the little gift card holder, little pillow box gift card holder that I made to go with it. I put one of these big foil snowflakes on it. And then 2 snowflakes that I cut with those stocking dies, because there's a nice snowflake in there. This tag is from the same dies, and I taped it closed on one end. I didn't tape the other end. I left that open so that I tie it closed. You can open it, pull out your gift card, and then you can use it again. Except you'd need a different tag. So so that was that. It makes a nice little gift set. I haven't put this one on the blog yet. This will be up on the blog this week. The little Let It Snow using Merry Little Labels. And this is, yeah, Merry Little Labels with the new Everyday Label Punch, my new favorite punch. The one I'm probably going to be using a ton. Same snowflakes I was just showing you. Then this piece of paper comes from the, I think this is the Christmas Around the World paper. It's got this great sheet of Pool Party that looks like it's snowing. So, really like that one. These are customer cards that I made last night. I have quite a few of these going out in the mail today. I also have catalogs going out today. I just could not get them out sooner. I want to show you this. This is copper washi tape. And I'll show you the set of washi that it comes in. So this is, I'm not sure what it's called. It's some fancy Christmas washi tape. But you've got this copper, and then this one I think is gold. Yeah, just gold. This one is kind of like multi-metallics. It's kind of iridescent-y. Then there's silver and gold. So it's really pretty washi tape. It's in the holiday catalog. You'll be able to get it Friday, or you can get it now if you're a demonstrator. So if you can't wait till Friday, join my team, and then you'll be able to get it now. You can even put it in your starter kit. So this uses the Delightful Daisy paper, and the One Big Meaning stamp set, which has been around for a couple years, but it's still my very favorite. Hi, Courtney. It's my very favorite thank you stamp set. That's like all thank you notes. So I think that's everything, because this is the card we're about to make, and I think that's everything we've got. I have to show you. It's on my show and tell. I don't think I got any random act of kindness cards this week, so I don't have those to show you, but you can still join the group. I'll put up a link to the Random Act of Kindness card group. We just send cards to each other for fun. We use all current Stampin' Up! Products, so to inspire everyone. And I think that is it. Oh, there's a Paper Pumpkin deal going on right now. If you haven't tried Paper Pumpkin, ever since April, it's just been, I mean, there haven't been any duds. It's been one hit after another. They've all been amazing kits. So really excited about Paper Pumpkin lately. If you sign up before September 10th, you'll get the September kit for half off. So you'll get it for $10. And there is a promo code you have to use for that. So I will, I'll put up the promo code for that too, because I did not write it down. Remember, if you order from me online, please use the host code. That lets me buy you extra goodies with all the host benefits. I collect all the host benefits in that order, and then I spend that money on stuff for my customers. So make sure that when you order from me online, you use the host code. And let's see, what else? I think that's it. Oh, yeah, hopefully I won't forget to say that later. If I forget to say it later, please like my Facebook page, facebook.com/preparetodye, D-Y-E, and subscribe to notifications so you know when I'm live. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel. I don't know where the subscribe button is. I'm not even going to try to point to it. It's somewhere around here. So subscribe. Or it's probably just down there because I don't actually put one in my video. Okay. I'm kind of weird today, y'all. Alright, so I'm going to flip it and turn it. So here goes. I'm going to try to get this part going first and then I'll flip it. No, it didn't work. It almost worked. There, now it's working. Okay. So now I just have to tighten this little knob thingy. Sorry you're having to stare at my fingers. Alright, so that's it. So we're going to start making this card. And my thing seems to be moving around. Okay, I think we're ready. Alright, we're going to make this. And I'm going to make it just as it is because I like it so much that I don't really think it needs to be changed. So we've got a very vanilla thick card base. Oh, and by the way I have my camera turned right now, I will not be able to see any comments because it's taller than me. So if you make comments, I'll respond to them after the video is over. So here's my very vanilla card base, and first thing we're going to do is stamp these little snowflakes from the Tags and Trimmings stamp set. We're just going to stamp these all over. And where's my, I didn't mount my stamps, I don't know why. Okay, I'll grab some blocks. Then I'll be able to mount them as we go. Okay, so we're gonna heat emboss the, oh, I cannot show you that piece of paper. Yeah, we can use this. We're gonna heat emboss these snowflakes in gold. If you've never heat embossed, it seems intimidating, but it's really easy. So the first thing we're going to do is rub the embossing buddy all over the thing. That removes static. It really does work. And then we're going to stamp. And I have an extra sheet of paper down here because I know some people like to keep their embossing powder in different buckets, but I like to keep it in the jars. So we're just going to stamp these snowflakes all over. It's okay if you get a little extra on here. I did that twice last night. Hopefully I can keep from doing it again. I did it just now, but we'll wipe it off. And then it'll just make a little watermark. So I'm just stamping this is the snowflakes from Tags and Trimmings. Just stamping it all over. Oh, I did it again. I'm pushing down on the wrong part of the stamp because this is red rubber. It usually is not flawed. I'll have to check and see if it's flawed at all. Stampin' Up will replace any stamp sets that aren't stamping right. Stampin' Up will replace them for you. Always. They're so good about that. Okay, just a couple more. Maybe one more right here. And then I think we're good because we'll fill in our little bare spots with these little holly berries. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour the gold all over the card. I basically have emptied my jar, and then the magic happens. Ooh, I have a lot of issues on there. Okay, so I see all these little blotches. I'm gonna just take a paintbrush and brush the embossing powder off of those. This is a light color of cardstock, so it won't show, but if you were doing this on a darker color of cardstock, you'd probably want to redo it on a new card base. But since it's not, since it's a light color, we should be alright. I'm just brushing off this. I got that little spot on there when I stamped it. So I'll check it out and I'll send it back and get it replaced if I need to. It only happened once last night. This time it happened a lot. Okay, so before we move on, I've got to pour this into the jar. Done with that now. All right, that's the end. Yeah, that's all the heat embossing we're doing. Okay, so I'm going to turn on my little heat tool and make this shiny. Oh wait, I missed a spot. Okay, so now I'm gonna melt this until it turns shiny, and then when it turns shiny, then we will, then it'll be done. So it'll get a little loud here for a second. So gloomy today. The sunshine came out for like 5 seconds this morning. It's like, oh, there's the sun. And then I remembered I don't like the sun, so I was kind of glad when it went back behind the clouds. Because I am not a summer girl. I was born in the summer, but that's about all I have to do with summer. I hibernate in the summer and come out in the winter and fall. Just too hot. But I was, you know, you're never excited to see a hurricane or a tropical storm, but I have been really excited that it's only been in the 70s outside. But I can't go out in it because it's been raining and there was a concern about floods. So a lot of good that did me. But still, it gives me hope that fall is coming soon, and that makes me happy. It's my favorite season. Burning my fingers, which is dumb since I can just lay this flat. Okay, I think I'm almost done. I just want to check and make sure it's all turned shiny. Yep, we're good on all of it. Okay. Ooh, that was loud. Okay, but now we have this lovely shiny gold embossed paper. All right, so now I'm going to fill in some of these spots with, there's a little stamp in this stamp set, the Tags and Trimmings stamp set, that is supposed to be a holly berry because it comes with holly leaves. And I have been using it to stamp fun little, I don't know, bright dots all over things. I'm actually going to get my smallest block out for this because this will work better. Gives you more stability when you have the right size block. Usually, I mean, I can use my D block for almost anything, but... Okay, so I'm going to stamp little, I'm using Real Red. Cherry Cobbler would also look good. And it's funny, I know a lot of people like Real Red and hate Cherry Cobbler, or they like Cherry Cobbler and hate Real Red, but I love them both. Like, they're two of my very favorite colors. So I'm just stamping this little holly berry all over here. Not as a holly berry, just as a fun little dot. I'm not going to worry about filling in this whole circle because that's going to be covered. And that's one nice thing about a stamped background is that, you know, you're usually covering part of it anyway. So if you make mistakes, you can always move around your little, the things that are going on top of it. You can move your focal point somewhere else if you need to. So we were supposed to have a co-op meeting today and registration. This is our first year, so I was really excited, but it didn't happen because of the flooding. So I'm anxious to see when that gets rescheduled. Right there, and then one more. Okay, it's kind of boring watching me stamp all these dots, huh? Okay. Oh, wait. I need one right there. Okay. But that's fun, right? Look at that fun little background. I love it. Okay, so done with that. And then we're going to set that aside for a minute because we have a bunch of stuff to cut. First, we're going to stamp let's stamp our Merry Christmas from our family to yours. And that is from Snowflake Sentiments. This is probably my favorite stamp in the whole holiday catalog. So much fun. If y'all are making comments, I said this before, but if you're just joined, I can't see your comments because I'm 5'1" and my little camera is higher than that right now. So, sorry. But I will answer all your comments later. I love getting your comments, so please do make them if you have something to say. Okay, we're back with Real Red again. And we're going to have a piece of cardstock in there. We're going to stamp this Merry Christmas from our family to yours on Very Vanilla. And if I didn't say it, our card base is very vanilla. Perfect. Red rubber stamps really nicely, really crisp. I love photopolymer because I love that you can see exactly where you're stamping. You can do all the two-step stamping you want. But red rubber really gives you the best image. Okay. I got my Big Shot up here. Can you see it? I think you can see it. I didn't really clean off my desk before we started. Sorry. Okay. Stitch circle. Okay, so I'm using Stitch Shapes framelits. And I'm putting my circle right at the top so that the sentiment's kind of in the top half because we're going to cover the bottom half. Or we're going to cover like the bottom third. And where is my other kind of book? So your basic Big Shot sandwich. It's a little bit off center, but that's actually going to be okay because we're going to put that jingle bell on there. Okay, so while we've got the Big Shot up here, we're going to cut 2 of these little pine cone thingies, little branches, pine branches. Cut 2 of those. I can't remember the name of this die set, but there's the matching like pine cone stamp set. What's the pine cone stamp set called? Oh, it's called Christmas Pines, but then the matching dies, I don't know what the dies are called. Like, I don't know, pine cones or something. So, but lots of great dies in there. Detailed pine cones, really pretty. Okay, where is my top cutting plate? It went away. Oh, there it is. Okay. So we're going to cut, let's see, we can get more on here while we're doing that because we're going to cut these also. Let's see. We're cutting 2 of these out of gold and 2 out of vanilla and then 2 of our little branches. And actually we can put this bigger branch over here because then we'll just cut it down or hide it. They don't have to be the same size. Okay. So that's something cool about the Big Shot that you can, I'm not sure that cut all the way, so I'm going to stick that back on there and cut it again. You can do multiple cuts at a time, as long as you can fit, you know, however many dies you can fit on your paper. Now let's see, that worked. So there's that one. This one worked. I don't know what these little branches are. Maybe mistletoe. And let's get this one out. I got roped into playing a new video game yesterday. I'm not into video games. My husband and kids are very much into video games, and I'm just terrible at them. I was always terrible at them. I just could never get the whole, you know, coordination down. Like, move the joystick and move the... Okay, now we're going to cut 2 of these little mistletoe things out of gold. I'm going to do that here, and while I'm here with the gold, I've also got a jingle bell I want to cut, and that comes from the stocking the Christmas, or what is it called? Trim Your Stocking dies. And that is the stamps. That's the thing that goes in. That's the die set that goes in the bundle with the stamp set. Okay. So the tags and trimming bundle includes that stocking bundle, that stocking die set. Okay. So before I cut this, I don't want, because you have all these lines on your cutting pads, so I'm going to stick a piece of cardstock down on top just to protect the rest of that gold foil so I don't imprint a bunch of lines into my gold foil. Ooh. That makes it a little bit harder to get it through the Big Shot because it's a little bit thicker sandwich. Okay, but we're good. Okay, but see now I don't have all these dents and lines all over my gold foil. So if you've had that problem, there's your little tip for how not to get that. And then you have these little dots on your mistletoe right there, and that's from the little holes that you need for poking out things. So I'm actually going to run back through again. I'm going to put that piece of cardstock back down. Oh, I would have lost a die on that. Put that piece of cardstock back down and just run it through without any dies in there. Again, just to kind of try to flatten out those little dots. Okay. Ooh! Oh, I just dropped a cutting pad on the top of my foot, like right on that bone. That hurt. All right. So now it's kind of flattened out the dots. That one could have come out a little better, but it kind of comes out looking hammered, which I like. I like that look. So I think I'm done with the Big Shot now that it has injured me. And poke out here's the little jingle bell. Isn't that cute? I love this jingle bell. Okay, so we're almost ready to assemble the card. I have a strip of real red. This is 4 1/4 inches by 1 inch. And I have the banner triple punch. And I'm just turning this over in there, and I'm just trimming off like as little as I can. But I want to make sure I get the whole, like both sides, the top and bottom in there. Okay, and now I'm gonna spritz this. Oh, that's the thing I didn't find before. I was using my spritzer last night, but I couldn't find it this morning. Let me see. That's alcohol. I have one spritzer with alcohol and one with water. Now, yesterday I found my spritzer on under my daughter's crafting desk. I meant to have a talk with her about that, and I didn't. Okay, I'm not seeing the spritzer, so we'll keep that in mind as we start assembling our card, because that kind of comes in late. I'll be kind of looking for it while I'm doing this. Okay, so I'm sorry, I feel really kind of blah and boring today. Oh yeah, so I was telling you, okay, so look, these are the foil snowflakes. Aren't they pretty? Ooh, and then they're white cardstock on the other side. And they're gold. You get 12 gold and 12... Okay, you get 12 gold and 12 silver. I've got a silver one on this little box here. So, that's what you get there. But we're using a gold one today to go with all our gold stuff. And let's see how to do this. I stuck a dimensional on the back, and I'm covering up everything but this part of the snowflake. So you can put dimensionals all over kind of this side. So I stuck dimensionals here, here, and down here, because they're not gonna show. So you can, if you're gonna be hiding your dimensionals behind something, you don't have to be careful with your placement, even on holy things like this. Okay, so we're gonna stick our snowflake down. So it's just dimensional on the right side, and that leaves this side free to kind of give more added dimension. And then I just started shoving these things in behind the snowflake, but, you know, placing them. Okay, this one I'm going to cut. Placing them and then gluing a little bit. I had so much fun making this card, except, you know, all the fiddly bits. It's the designing that's not fun. But when you make it the second time, it's a lot funner. Okay. I know technically funner isn't a word, but it should be. Anyway, so they got this new game over the weekend called Overcooked. It's a cooking game where you're like in a kitchen and you get orders and you have to serve the food. But you have to first cook the food and you've got to chop things up before you put them in the pot. And basically, that's just too much for me to figure out how to do. So I'm just gluing these in where I think they look good. And I'm not putting glue on the other end, the end that's going to stick out. I'm just putting glue on the end that's going to go under the snowflake. So, they made me play, and because they wanted to play with more players, because it's easier, I guess, if you have more players. Which it turns out it's not, because you have to have more points if you have more players. So, okay, there we go. They made me play, and basically it was just my husband barking orders at me and telling me what to do the whole time. And I gave them about 20 minutes, and I was like, okay, can I be done now? Because I just get so frustrated because I can't do it. I'm just so bad at it. And so I think my husband was just happy he got 20 minutes out of me, and then I was like, oh, too bad, I have to go cook dinner, or oh, too bad, I really need to get into my craft room. So that was how we spent part of our tropical storm, was playing video games. It was a fun game, and I got the hang of it, but still, I'm bad at games. It's called Overcooked. I don't know if I said that. But my husband and kids are super into video games, and I'm not. I know if I played video games, I'm pretty sure my husband would consider me the perfect woman, but alas, I gotta have one flaw, right? So, have a big fun event coming up this weekend, but I can't tell you about it until it's actually happened. It's not stamping related, it's knitting group related, but I'll tell you all about it after we have it. I'm very excited about it. I get to see Vivian, and who I think is watching right now. Yes, she is. Hello, Vivian. So I get to see Vivian, and I get to see lots of people. Okay. All right, now we're ready to put on our little Merry Christmas. I'm going to put dimensionals on that. So that looks cool, how I just kind of shoved all that stuff in there. Just put glue on the end that gets stuck under the snowflake. I'm finally getting to send out my holiday catalogs today, and I'm sending out stuff for my team who didn't get to come to the team meeting. I'm sending out their kits today. I just have not been able to get it out sooner. But so holiday catalog will be live Friday. That'll be cool. And then let's see. I wanted to leave a little bit there. So let's stick it right there. Ah, no, it's crooked. And it's on dimensionals, and dimensionals, once you press, are not very forgiving. Oh, well, that's okay. That's crooked. Okay, didn't find the spritzer, so I'm just gonna, yeah, where could my spritzer be? It's gotta be under my desk somewhere. Okay, so I'm just gonna crumble this up and not spritz it. So the reason I look for a spritzer, oh, I can use my aqua painter. If you spritz water on it before you crumble it up, it kind of, I don't know, it makes the paper bend better and makes it kind of look more, you know, crinkly. It takes the crinkles better. So I'm painting water on with my aqua painter. So there you go, improvise. And where is that? I keep thinking if I keep looking around, I'll see it. Okay, so that'll dry a little bit while we're tying our little piece of twine. So I just crumbled it up and then opened it back up, and it's a little bit damp from the aqua painter. So yeah, that'll stay really nice and crinkled. And now I'm looking for my twine. Okay, it's already on my desk. I was trying to be really good today and prep the whole video so that I don't have to watch me look for stuff. Okay. So this is very vanilla baker's twine, solid baker's twine. And I'm going to wet the end of that so I can get it through. Don't worry, I'll clip off the ends, so I'm not actually mailing my spit to anyone. Okay, so see, y'all weren't even thinking about spit until I said that. And now you are. So you're welcome. Oh, I'm so off today, y'all. I'm like, all my weirdness is coming out. I'm saying all the weird things that I usually filter out that I usually don't say. So I'm just tying this little bow on the jingle bell that we cut out of gold foil with the stocking die. With the, what is that? What are they? Trim your stocking dies. Okay, so if you bought anything during bonus days in July and got your bonus days coupons, make sure you use them before Friday, because they have to be used by Friday and then they expire forever and you can't get them back. Okay, so now we're ready to put on our little piece of whatever this is, our little strip of real red. So yeah, that expires Friday. What else? Holiday catalog starts Monday. Okay, I'm going to put dimensionals on this, but since I'm putting dimensionals down here, this is already up on dimensionals, so I'm going to need to stack my dimensionals down here. So, and hopefully this is dry enough that the dimensionals will stick. So I'm going to stack these. I'm really excited to be getting close to starting school. I'm just excited, you know, that, because I'm so lazy about school, but now I can't be, because now we're all kind of caught up to where we're supposed to be time-wise. So now I can't say, oh, well, they're ahead or she's ahead, so it doesn't really matter if we do school, because now she's not going to be ahead, so she's a little ahead, but all right. So, gonna stick this right on here. So it's the same level. Since I double stacked the dimensionals on this side, it's the same level as the ones on this side because they already had dimensionals under where they were stacking. And then what did I put this on with? I think a dimensional. I think I used a baby dimensional. Okay, I know they're officially called mini dimensionals, but I call them baby dimensionals. What do you call them? I just think they're cute, like little babies, so I call them baby dimensionals. So I'm going to stick a baby dimensional back here. That would have taken a full one, but I try to save my baby dimensionals for when they're really needed, because I didn't buy as many packs of those. They're the same price, and you get the same amount of sticky foam stuff. I just don't have as many of those as I have regular dimensionals. So I try not to use the baby dimensionals as much. Cute, right? All right, let's do the inside. So on the inside, I stamp, we're doing wishing you a season of joy, a season of cheer, but most of all, a wonderful year. Isn't that nice? So we're gonna do that. And then I think the other thing we stamped, yep, just a bunch of the little holly berries around the bottom half, or bottom third or something. Okay, so now I'm gonna be dumb. What I should have done, I should have stamped the inside using my Misty before I put all this stuff on the card, because now I wouldn't really want to put it in my Misty because I'd risk getting ink smudges all over. So now I'm going to try to, I lined up my stamp with my block, and then I think if I stamp lined up with the block, then I should be okay. But we'll see. I'm really bad at stamping straight, so... All right, I'm gonna go for it. Did I just like stick my head there? Sorry, I felt it. And there. Okay, that looks okay. I didn't ink it up that well, but it's not, oh, but it's not crooked. So there you go. So, just gonna stamp some more of these little berries. I just think these are so cute. This stamp, this one stamp is just so cute, and you can do so many fun things with it. So that's what I've been doing. And see, if you stamp them as far up as I did, which was pretty unintentional, then you end up, you don't have to write very much. Not that I would ever place things so that I don't have to write very much. Okay, so anyway, that's fun. And that's it. That's our card. It's mostly just cutting and then, okay, I guess it's a little bit of a, kind of an intermediate type card. It's, but it's easier than it looks. It's fun. Just a lot of assembling. So I hope y'all enjoyed our little crafty time today. That's all I've got. So make sure you use your bonus days coupons before Friday. So use them by Thursday. And I'll put up all the links of the stuff I talked about when I get my blog post done. Thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.